been doing this for a while now, so you would have thought that I would have known how to do this by now. Hola, mis girlies. Welcome back to another video. My name is Ray. If you're new here, hello. If you're a returning subscriber, hello. Welcome back. I missed you. Today I'm going to be doing a story time and a little bit of... So this particular story time, it's not too wild, but it has something to do with friendships. Go ahead and grab your popcorn while I spill the chisme to y'all guys, and let's get into the video. Okay, so this all started in 6th grade. The girl that we're going to be talking about today, we're gonna go ahead and name her Hopper. Or like Grasshopper, but Hopper for short. In 6th grade, and this was like in the middle of the year, if not towards the end of the year, somewhere like around that time. Grasshopper, I almost forgot what we named her. Grasshopper, she moved to my school. I don't remember which period it was, but I didn't know who she was until I was in that class period, and that's the only time that we talked, like, I think throughout that day. If not, we ended up having like another class or like 2 other classes together. I don't remember, but I know we had like up to 2 or 3 classes together for sure, because there was one with me and her by ourselves, and then there was another one with me, her, and my other friend at the time, who I was already friends with before Grasshopper came into the picture. That comes into play later on, so please keep in mind that I was already friends with, let's call her, I don't know, 4 Eyes, okay? Friendly Fire is crazy, I know, because I wear fucking glasses too.
You that bitch. You that bitch. Sit your stupid motherfucker.
So I was already best friends with like 4 Eyes and whatnot. Basically, Grasshopper just swooped into my life like that. I guess this is a kind of word I should say this, I guess, because I don't know where else I would really put this, but apparently I found this out like years later from the same guy. During that time when this girl moved over there, I had like whatever fucking middle school relationships were. Like, do y'all guys even know middle school relationships like that? Like, I really don't think that they should be counted at all. But basically, I was in like a little situationship with that dude or whatever when she first like showed up, and apparently either they were flirting or like there was talks about like him having interest in her and whatnot, and I guess she heard and she started acting upon it. I don't know if she knew at the time if he was with anyone or if he was like talking to anyone or anything like that, but I know that eventually she ended up finding out and just didn't care. After we get to know each other, I want to say it's like a week or 2 after, she gets all comfortable, and with the little situationship that I still had going on, I didn't know about the whole, obviously, like him having interest in her or whatnot until like years after. But in the moment, I did not know, so I was still talking to this dude, clueless as to like him not clearly reciprocating, I don't think. She basically snatched him from me, and she knew, by then she knew that I was like talking to this guy, because I was literally having these conversations with her in class, and we had ended up getting close because she squeezed her way in my little friend group already, and practically everyone I knew was hanging out with her and was friends with her already. So by the time lunch rolled around, she was already at my table, which was filled with everyone that I would hang out with. Like, I'm talking about from the front all the way to the back, it was just filled with people that I was friends with, hung out with, talked to, and stuff like that. She would just have this pattern, especially in middle school, where she'd get to know who I had interest in. I don't know if she did this with anyone else, by the way. I want to make that very clear. I know that from my personal experience, that's the only one that she's ever done that to. She would just have this pattern of finding out the guy that I had interest in, or someone that I was dating, talking to, etc., etc. And she would take them from me. Like, I say take them, and I use that very lightly. I mean, this girl was messy, like M-E to the S-S-Y, messy. This girl would make it like her mission to like completely ruin whatever I had going on with whoever I liked and whatnot. And she'd follow them on social media, start off small like that, then slowly work her way into the inbox, the little DMs, and then boom, the next day they ended up holding hands and making out and whatnot. And it's like,
that's weird.
She did that from like 6th grade-ish to like, I want to say freshman year. So from like 11 or 12 years old all the way to like 14, 15. It was like an on and off thing where, like I said, she would befriend first the guys that I had interest in, then try to get with them or try to get them to cheat, and most likely would succeed. And they would end up being a couple for a while. Either she got bored and cheated, or she got cheated on, or she cheated first and then they cheated and got their got back, and then she started complaining, something like that. But it was like a pattern like that. And basically, like, after things didn't go her way, she'd take it out on me by getting 4 Eyes and me to argue and like not be cool. And that was a pattern as well. So it went from finding out what Ray's interest in guys were and who she liked at the time to trying to take Ray's guy or love interest and whatnot from her and like toying with her with it. And when you find out that she moved on and you're not getting what you wanted anymore, you ruined what you have currently, and then you go back to ruining Ray's life. Like,
you did this for what?
Why not?
Why?
Why not?
Why though?
and I didn't even do anything for real. I was the nicest person I could have ever been to her. I have never really been an asshole to her. I backed her up even after all the shit that she fucking did. There came a time and point in my life. I'm not really gonna specify too much. Basically, it was a rough patch in my life, and I had basically reached out to both of these individuals essentially for help, and both of them like shrugged the shoulder at me. That's when like kind of had like an epiphany, like, damn, you're supposed to be like my so-called best friends, and y'all guys are just like not giving a fuck whenever I fucking need you. Like,
Hey guys, anything right here. I have to be a little quiet because basically I want to make note that 2 things. When I had said that I had like reached out to them for help, it was like a really big deal. Like, if it wasn't, I really wouldn't care about it or anything like that. But it was like I was scared for my life kind of thing, and like I made it very clear and very known and very like aware to these 2, and they just and the second thing, I mentioned this in the like video, but I never really got to it because I guess I forgot about it. But I had said that to keep in mind that I was friends with 4 Eyes before I was friends with Hopper. And I say that because Hopper, when me and her would argue, she would tell everyone, and even in my face would tell me that I took 4 Eyes from her, when it never was like that. In reality, it was the other way around. But I wanted to make a note of that because I never really mentioned it, like, again, even though I brought it up, and that would kind of make like no sense if I were to keep it in here. So I'm gonna keep it in here. Also make this little disclaimer or whatever. Another disclaimer too, I know that, you know, I probably shouldn't have kept Hopper around for obvious reasons, and I completely agree. Like, I'm aware, I'm embarrassed by it, but like, I mean, we live and we learn. Don't come after me. We all have our stories. At the same time, like, I should have known better too. But I'm glad to say we're not friends anymore, so that's a good thing. I don't feel the need to keep toxicity in my life regardless of who these people are. I'm speaking in general here. I don't want my words getting twisted. I am speaking in general. So I'm gonna mention this real quick before anything gets turned into something it's not. And yeah.
I already addressed this to her, and I had like made it known that I am not okay, and I never was okay with any of the shit that she did. And I find it really funny and ironic that she's the one who starts this all the time, and yet I'm painted as a bad fucking person. Yet if I'm such a bad person, why the fuck is she continuing to come back into my life? I swear, everyone that has always said I was a terrible, bad, like bitch or whatever, they always come back in my life like at least once. And it's like, if I'm such a bad fucking person, stay the fuck out of my life then. Like,
You know, that's just my opinion. Everybody got an opinion. Everybody got something to say.
that was like my main reason as to why I just could not, and why I still can't trust specifically her and anyone who's friends with her. Another thing being that she is the type of person to hang out with people who are not the best. And by that I mean she literally is buddy with one of the most manipulative ass, like, I can't even describe this person. She's literally like hung out with the most toxic person, or one of the most toxic people that I have ever met, me personally. Okay, girlies, I'm back. I feel like I look so much different with my hair up compared to my hair down. I don't know, I feel like I look less homeless with my hair up. Anyways, where was I? It made me really uncomfortable how sexual this girl was. It's one thing to make like that's what she said jokes and stuff like that, you know, like I don't really care about that shit. But it's another thing to like actively say that like you're fucking horny in a video call where it's mostly guys.
Ew. Brother, ew. What's that?
Oh my god. I specifically remember this one part where I think in the moment I was in a relationship, and I think I remember who it was with too. In the moment I was in this one relationship, and she was in a relationship as well, and we all FaceTimed because we all used to play like this game or whatever. So it was her boyfriend, and me and my ex. This girl like out of nowhere starts flirting and sexually talking to my ex, who was with me at the time. I'm looking at the camera and I'm like dumbfounded because I'm like, I know I'm not hearing what I'm fucking hearing, and I'm right fucking here. Like, I guess she saw me making some facial expressions, because I'm sorry, but I cannot hide it for the love of me. I will make a facial expression if there's something that I am not fucking with. I don't have to say anything. My face will, and I try not to make it so obvious, but even my boyfriend says it's pretty obvious when I make a face. So it's pretty much well aware. Even I know, even though I like to deny it, I can't control the fact that if I am not fucking with something, I will definitely make a facial expression 100% of the time. And I ended up doing that, and she saw, I guess, and she's all like, oh no, girly, I'm just kidding, like, don't take it like that and this and that. But I and I'm like, who the fuck would joke about that? And I'm like, bro, not just me being on the phone, but like this girl's fucking boyfriend. Huh? What the fuck? Even bro texted me like after the FaceTime or during the FaceTime. I don't remember which one it was, but I know that bro texted me talking about some. Did I just see what I think I saw? I was like, yeah, bro, like that's fucked. Like, I don't know what to fucking tell you. It was just wild. Just wild. This whole situation is messy, girlies. Your girl does not like getting into drama, but I like spilling the tea for y'all because drama is nice every now and then because it teaches us a fucking life lesson or whatever, girl. So yeah, that's basically the entirety of the story. Oh, I almost forgot. Kind of recently, not entirely recently, but kind of recently, she tried following my boyfriend. And usually, like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all guys, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. I don't like girls following my boyfriend, and I don't like him following other girls to a certain extent. Like, if it's like his friends, then I'm cool with it. I'm talking about like a random girl or like one of my friends, because that's weird. Like, why are you following my boyfriend if you're my friend? And that's what she tried to do. Like, Miss Ma'am requested to follow my boyfriend. It's little shit like that she does that just, it annoys me because she doesn't have any reason like to follow him. She doesn't have any need or really any necessity to follow him at all. She doesn't even live in this area. Like, we're a good distance away because we live in 2 different cities now. So I don't see why else she'd try following him, unless if she deliberately wanted to like start her shit again, which we put our foot down, girlies. Like, the block button was sparkly. But I guess that kind of wraps up the video. Let me know down in the comments below if you'd like to see more story times, because I got stories for days, girlies. Like, I got stories on top of stories on top of stories, and you would have thought that I learned my lesson by now, but no. I hope you guys have a really good day. Thank you guys so much for watching.